Hi everybody, welcome back to Renpet Bath Beauty. I hope I didn't shake you too much by putting my hand down on the counter. Anyway, I'm excited about this soap. We are still continuing our summer series, or should I say back to our summer series, because last week, while Yummy Gummy, the gummy bears, is a very sweet kind of fragrance, it wasn't necessarily in our, it's not in our summer line, it's in our kids line. But this is back to the new summer stuff. This is a new fragrance for me. It's called Lime Basil Mango. It is so fantastic. It was a few months ago, Nature's Garden had a sale, and I got a 4-ounce bottle for $4. So I said, oh yeah, I'll try it. It sounds fantastic. And indeed it is. And next week will not be a summer soap either. I have to make more Smells Like Teen Spirit, just to let you know, and then we'll get back to the summer soaps. But this is called Who Let the Dogs Out? No, you guys heard Ava and I talking about it during our cutting of some recent soaps, so you get to finally see it. And I'm hoping beyond hope that my design turns out the way that I would like. We shall see. I do need my frother. So what I'm going to do, this is my Hawthorne recipe. I figured a new fragrance, it's better to do it with my Hawthorne recipe. My yogurt and my heavy cream are already in here. I'm going to mix my lye water, which is, let me mix this up first. My lye water is distilled water, sodium hydroxide, salt, and sugar. And I'm going to barely emulsify this because I'm doing different layers. So I want to stick blend those different layers as I am layering it. You know what I mean. But anyway, I'm going to get this to just emulsified very, very lightly, and I'll be back with the first color. Alrighty. So we are just barely emulsified. Now I'm going to have to clean off Judy here, my stick blender, in between some of these colors, because I'm starting with some darker colors and then going to some lighter colors. The first color I'm going to use is lily pad green, and I'm gonna lay down some grass on the bottom here. So let me do this one first. My lily pad green is right here. I got soap on here's my washcloth. Had soap on my hand, or on my finger, I mean. Okay, so lily pad green is first. I'm going to make sure that was the lily pad. Okay. And I want to stick blend this first, and then hand stir a little bit of fragrance in it, just to see how the fragrance reacts, so I know what I'm dealing with, if that makes sense. But as long as the fragrance behaves, I will stick blend this thicker. Okay, just a little bit. I want to make sure it's not going to rise and it's not going to be soap on a stick. No ricing, no soap on a stick. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick blend this until it gets a little bit thicker, and then we'll lay it in the mold. Okay, I think that is stick blended enough. Oop. And I have to get the bubbles out of here. because there are quite a few bubbles. So excuse me, I'm going to bang my cup on the counter there. Yeah, that's nice, and it's not thick. I mean, it'll pour easily, but it should set up quite quickly. Okay, so I'm going to be moving you guys in and out and in and out, and I apologize for that. So I'm just going to put my green as one nice little layer. And if I get some on the sides, like while I'm waiting for it to set up, I will remove that with a skewer. I'm hoping to not get too much on the side here. This is going to be a fun soap because I'll be able to wash my dishes in between, and y'all know how much I love to do that. Okay. All right, so I will be back with the next layer. Okay, I think that this is set up enough to go to my next color. It is. Okay, at least I hope it is. The next color is Evergreen. And then after this color will be, I'll have to wash off my stick blender. So I keep breaking my spoons, the spoons I use for my color. It's terrible. Like when I wash them. It's terrible, terrible. Okay, so let me get this green done. Okay, this is nice and thick, and this is exactly what I need. Because what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put my mold on a tilt, and these are going to be my bushes in our nice park scene. Okay, so I'm going to take a towel and do it up like so. I might, you know what, let me grab another towel. Just so I have enough height, I should be able to do it like that. I can. Okay. So I'm gonna use a spoon. You know what? I'm gonna use a spoon. Sorry. I'm gonna use a spoon and I'm gonna drop this in because I do want texture here. The texture here will, I'm hoping that I can get this to sort of like spiky out on me. We'll see if it works or not. Yeah, we'll see if it works. And if it goes up higher than intended, no biggie. Woo! Okay, let me wipe this spoon out and off. Get this over here. Oops, sorry, that was loud. And scrape the rest of this out. Sorry, I was sort of concentrating there for a second. My bad. I'm excited about this soap. So excited, in fact, that I'm missing game 1 of Florida and Tampa Bay. It's the Battle of the Floridas today in hockey. I started it during the second period intermission. So, okay, this is what I'm sort of going to do. I'm sort of going to play with this. So we have some dips and some dimples that I'm hoping and praying that once I get this blue and this white in, you know, mixed in, I'm going to do an in the pot swirl with those, that those dips and dimples will be filled. There we go. Boop. Okay, so I am going to move this over and mix my blue and my white. I'll be right back. This blue is a little bit thicker than I would like, but I believe that the fragrance is going to, and I will have to get it in the mold pretty quickly. Let me get all this soap off the sides here. Okay, and off the sides of the white. So I'm going to put a little bit in the white and the rest of it in the blue. All I can hear is the theme to SpongeBob SquarePants. My grandson was down here earlier watching my husband play video games, which technically means he was sitting in a chair watching the TV down here. My husband never changed the channel back. So I'm not even listening to the game, y'all. Hopefully this is liquid enough. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and dump this white in here, all of it. And I will have to swirl it around. Let me move this. Woo! Just got it on the counter, of course. Yeah, I'm going to have to run a spatula through that. This fragrance hasn't been difficult to work with. You know, the stick blending is, you know, not helping necessarily. And if some of that white gets mixed in with the blue, it's not a big deal. Alright, so let's bring this back over. Can you guys see it? Sort of. Let me move you up just a little bit. Or down, I mean. Okay, so I'm going to pour my blue in there. Actually, you know what? I don't need these anymore. I'm going to pour my blue in there. Alright, I'm going to stop and I'm going to bang it really good. Try to get that green, you know, to get what the look that I want from that green. Whoop! Let's keep the blue in the mold, Sulin. Oh my washcloth. And this is thick, so this is going to take quite a bit of banging to get this even. Okay. Let me bang it. Actually, I'm going to take this spoon first and cover up the green that I can see. And then I will bang it. Okay. Okay, I have now banged this. And just like I do with like Dirty Deeds and South of Heaven, well, I don't know, maybe I'll just sort of give it some waves. I don't know if you can hear my husband. He's telling my grandson it's time for bed. And he's arguing with him because he's actually using my bathroom to go to the bathroom, and he's used to using my husband's. I am not putting glitter on the top of this. I sort of fought with myself. I mean, this is definitely a unisex scent. So I thought about putting glitter on the top of it, but I have decided not to. So, alright. So, tomorrow, when I unmold this, tomorrow night, when I unmold this, we're going to do more to it. So I shall see you then. Bye-bye. Okay, guys. We're going to finish Who Let the Dogs Out, which I really should take a potato peeler too, but I'll fix that when in finishing touches. I'm keeping you guys on the tripod because we're actually putting stuff on the face of the soap. So, I mean, and plus this is going to look all the same. I'll cut a few pieces, show you, and whatnot. And I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have to do some patchwork. There's a few holes like on the side and stuff like that because I let it get so thick, but the soap is so soft still that it's really not going to matter. I can patch those holes. And I'll do that really quick, you know, as I'm letting my piping set up. I need to get a paper towel. I just wiped my fingers on a wet washcloth. That didn't help much. Okay, so this is what we have. We have our bush and our grass and our blue sky. It is, see, there's a hole right there. I'll have to patch that, which will be fun, patching holes, but you know, you gotta do it. Especially if I'm not putting well, actually some of these I could probably patch by themselves, but yeah, I'm gonna have to patch holes. So, but anyway, one more bar and then I'll cut the rest of it off camera and patch the holes, and then we will get started with the rest. Well, this one doesn't look like it has any holes. That's nice. Oh, I guess there does on the side. Okay. Well, like I said, got a patch. I'll see you guys in a few. Bye. Hopefully you can see it well from that angle. What I'm going to do is take my bar of soap. Can't even tell what color it is. It almost looks like it's filming in black and white. That's so funny. Let me move this away. Well, that's better a little bit. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Now, I was very disappointed with what happened with my little dogs. My daughter bought this mold. It's a little dachshund, little wiener dog. And I had to put, you know, big old gold chain on, Who Let the Dogs Out. But I'm going to take some natural colored soap. I should have done this before I got you guys on camera. And I am going to use this as my glue. And normally I would use soap dough and mix it with more distilled water, but I had to make another color as well. And boy, oh boy, I'm hoping that idea works, because I need to cover the imperfections. Boy, this is hot. The imperfections of, you know what? I'm going to have to do this the other way. I'm going to have to squirt a little bit of it in there. And use my paintbrush. I thought I was going to have to do that, and sure enough. But at least I can control how much is there. But I have to cover up the missing feet. So I have some of my lily pad green in a grass tip. So I'm gonna try to put the green over the dog's feet, because some of them are, you know, missing feet altogether. Head almost looks like it's not touching on this one. And that may be, you know, an issue with the necklace, which is not a problem. I mean, I'm going to package these standing up anyway, making sure I don't have too much leakage. I took out my angled brush to move away that leakage. I need to get a clean paper towel because I don't want that to be on the side. So this is what I'm doing with the dogs. I'll show you just two, and then I'll put the rest of the dogs on. See, this dog has both feet, but like I said, I'm still gonna try to cover them just to, you know, make them uniform. It made me so upset I was unmolding them. Had I done this with melt and pour, I think the feet would have stayed on. But this is cold process, and in itty bitty molds, cold process can be a pain in the butt. Any of us who do it on a regular basis know it can be a pain in the butt. These necklaces are keeping my dog's heads from sticking down. And I don't have them wrapped all the way around either. Oh, actually, if I just push it, it shouldn't break and should stick. And like I said, if it doesn't, it's not a big deal. I'm not gonna freak over it. I'm still putting the glue there just in case. Okay, well, let's do one more. And then I promise I'll just come back with, see, this is what I'm talking about, where the dog's feet completely came off. Let me see if I can, some of this necklace came around. Let me see if I can scrape that off. And see if that makes a difference with the dog's head. Guess I didn't need as much uncolored soap as I have. Well, can always use it as soap dough. No, it's just the way the mold is. The mold is that it's not gonna stick. However, some of these dogs will have to be cleaned up as well. They don't have holes in them or anything, but some of them have a little bit of rough around their edges. My daughter talked about us putting what's it called? Painting ears on them and things like that to break up just the black. But we'll see. Okay, so I'll come back with the grass tip, and I'm hoping I didn't put these dogs too low. I think I may have. I may have put these dogs too low. But we'll see. I'll put the rest of them up just a little bit higher. That brought up some of the blue. Okay, so I will be right back. Okay, let's see if you guys can see this. I might need to bring you guys. Woo, 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 woo. And just a little bit more. Let me see. Actually, because I'm going to be handling the soap upside down while I do this, I might bring you back out. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. I should put gloves on for this because there's a possibility that I will get soap on my hands. But I'm going to take a skewer out so I can fix any runaway blades of grass. Yeah, I didn't need gloves on for the last part because I was using paintbrushes, for those of you that were wondering. Okay, let's twist our bag, and I am going to do this upside down. So we're going to start with the dog with his little feet. Let me see if I can do this where you guys can you even see? I can't tell because of the angle that I'm at with the camera. I think this might work, guys. That's what I'm talking about, right there. Can you see it? I can't see. I can't tell. I can't tell. Can you see it? That's what I'm talking about. So let me do another one. Oh, I'm so glad this is going to work. At least for the most part, I can see how it's going to work anyway. So that way I'm just sort of bringing the grass up a little bit and covering those little feet that are missing. In most cases. And I do want to put, like, you know, some everywhere so it doesn't look like I'm intentionally trying to cover the feet. I will take pictures of them and show you guys afterwards. I'm pretty excited. I can't wait. My husband's down here. I'm gonna have to show him, see what he thinks. Hey honey, come here really quick if you can. I know you're playing your game and watching hockey. Well, see, we have a runaway blade of grass. What do you think? Who let the dogs out? Oh, sorry.
It's beautiful. Looks good.
Well, because, you know, there's some of their feet are missing, so I had to do something to cover that up.
Yeah, looks good.
Okay, hopefully Lauren likes it. Okay, now this one actually has both its feet, so we'll see. And it's actually a pretty thick one. So we'll see how it does. My piping is setting up quite fast. But it is my Hathor and raw recipe, so that the heat of my hand alone will help that. Okay, so you saw me do 4 of them. I promise to take pictures, and I will put them at the end of this. Thanks for sticking with me, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.